What's up, everybody? Peacock here, and today I have a special game with Dinh, and I love Dinh, so I'm definitely going to put my bet on his team. He's obviously, looks like he's playing with Reginald in mid lane right now, as what looks to be possibly an AP Ezreal. We're going to find out right here, but immediately as soon as we join, we see the action going off. Bottom lane quickly going down to a Shaco gank, and a lot of Vayne damage to start. That Nunu will almost die, however, that flash over the wall will keep him safe. We see blue team is currently winning 4-1 right now, with both Reginald and, and a lot of damage going off from Reginald right there, but a lot of the... it's tongue-tied right now. This game started so fast and so intense. I already missed the dragon, so apologize for that. But Reginald and Dinh are both brothers, if you guys did not know that, and they're both in the gaming scene for the League of Legends. A lot of damage coming out from Reginald after Dinh got caught, but a full channel Nunu ultimate will go off and kill that Shaco. Reginald doing a lot of great kiting and damage with that Ezreal. Is he AP Ezreal or is he attack damage? He is actually attack damage Ezreal, playing mid lane with that attack damage. Caitlyn coming from top over there, or bot, excuse me, and getting her ultimate off. Reginald going to try to go ahead and chase this Terra here. He did not want to get stunned. That's why he was trying to play in the bush a little bit, but he could not see Ezreal, so he was forced to walk forward. All the whole while, though, Shen pushes top lane for blue team, while 4 people almost die. It was a 3-for-1 exchange for purple team there, and now evening out the kills from 4-1 now back to 4-6. Still in favor of blue team, though. Blue team is winning in gold by 2k, but they do have or I guess one pro player and one former pro player against them right now, so they need to definitely watch out. And like I was talking about earlier in my previous cast, it's just so much different now mid lane than it used to be, and that was a awesome teleport, gank, and bait from Tarek and Shen right there to get that kill on Reginald. Reginald fell forward 100%. But like what happened in the last game, I was talking about how middle is broken down to the scene. Now you can also see that basically purple team is all attack damage, and they're okay with that, because with the new addition of Black Cleaver, oh my god, a lot of damage coming off from that Shen there. Dinh actually forced to flash out under his own tower. And we see a gank coming in from Riven as well as Nunu here, but that big Nidalee spear damage will actually thwart them away. I'm not going to get anything there. Reginald going to go ahead and still try to farm up his jungle. Needs to be careful because he does get counter jungle by Shaco right now. He will die almost immediately from that backstab and crit combo. However, like I was saying, you can see that basically purple team's all attack damage, and they're okay with that because with the new addition of Black Cleaver and how powerful it is, it's okay to go full attack damage team because you're going to be shredding so much armor and doing so much consistent damage anyway. It doesn't matter. And Dinh go ahead and donate this buff to his brother. Let's go ahead and see how the lanes have been doing while we weren't watching the game so far. We see Dinh 0-2-2 in the jungle, never something good. Riven looks like she's having a very hard time against this Shen, who seems to be doing a lot of damage for a Shen who seems very tanky at the same time. For the bottom lane, we see Vayne partnered up with Tarek, which is normally a lane I don't like to run that much because normally early game is Vayne. You kind of have to play defensive, and Tarek is a very offensive early game champion. Once Vayne hits level 6, though, it gets a little bit easier with the Tarek combo, and the Vayne just gets a bunch of bonus attack damage from Tarek there, so it's not terrible towards the mid game. Riven continuously trying to fight this. She's definitely going to die top to this Shen. Really doesn't have much of a chance. He has just way too much defense to her minimal offense. She has no boots, and she's really just has straight attack damage right now. So, if anyone's doing the worst right now in this game, it would be this Riven. No fault of her, though, because Shen is normally a constant ban. We see them going hard on this Caitlyn right now. Vayne doing so much damage with the with actually just her ultimate. Tarek didn't even use his ultimate to boost her attack damage, but if she did, I'm sure. Let's see how much she would get from Tarek's boost and her boost. 30 attack damage from Tarek she would get, and from her own ultimate she gets 25. So she basically gets a BF sword every time her and Tarek both ultimate, and that's great on Vayne, where you shouldn't be consistently auto-attacking from a range. It's going to be doing a lot more damage than she needs to, so I'm sure I wouldn't be surprised to see her going for a PD earlier. And it looks like they're going to go hard on this Nunu right now. Vayne's going to focus his Nunu. One more shot might take him down. All she needs to do is tumble into him, but Riven is here at the same time. Does she have her E back up fast enough to push this Riven away from her? Will Reginald actually show up here and help his team? Where is he right now? Did he die? Did I miss that? No, where's Reginald? Where are you, buddy? He's right here. He was actually trying to show up now, but to no avail. Purple team already lost 2 members, excuse me, of their team, pushing blue team's lead a little bit further now. Dinh really not having a big effect on this game. He's actually very squishy right now, and he's showing a lot of Lee Sin's weaknesses to where if you don't get early ganks and put on early pressure, that it's pretty worthless to pick Lee Sin. He's actually a whole level behind Shaco, and we see Reginald just getting jumped on here. I believe, was that a teleport? Let's go see if that was a teleport. Oh yeah, that was definitely a teleport from Shen that baited out Reginald here, who thought he could win this lane. He is 2 levels ahead, so it is a safe assumption, but as soon as he comes in, he realizes he has no chance. A flash comes out from that Shen, as well as a taunt to lock him in place, and Reginald, at the end there, just stood there knowing that he really has no hope. Dinh trying to go ahead and kill this Shaco here. One more. Oh my gosh, he pushes him away. I don't know why he thought that would have killed him. He has hardly any damage there. And really just trying to make plays right now with how far they are behind. And this is something I did not expect from the Dinh family combo on purple team. I expected them to be playing a lot better as a combo, and that to almost be unfair of sorts, but it is apparently not. Yo-Yo's trying to go hard in right now, just kind of trying to make him push back so they get away from that turret right there. Just let Shen kill that by himself, and that's no big deal. You see 3 people bottom lane now, and I'm wondering what Riven's just kind of chilling middle, holding Reginald's lane right now. But if anything, she should have headed top lane and started to push her own turret. So now that we have like another little break here, guys, I just want to talk about maybe something you guys can help me with. I recently downloaded the program called Spectate Anyone, which is a fan-made program of League of Legends that apparently lets you, as the name states, spectate anyone. However, recently I tried to spectate Reginald just a little while ago, and it didn't work. It said he wasn't in a game, but we can clearly see he's in a game right now. So instead, I did his brother. I put in Dinh to spectate, and that worked. And at first, this happened to me with Wicked, and then I realized, oh wait, I'm on the NA servers on the account I use for spectate anyone, so that must have been it. So I tried to do an American, and it didn't work. So is there a way for you to disable people spectating you on normal games? And that's what happened with Reginald when I tried to spectate him. You see Reginald getting jumped on here. I don't know. It's going way too hard. They're not going to land a kill here unless Dinh kicks him backwards. Is Dinh have kick right now? Oh my gosh, a lot of damage actually coming out from both ultimates from Riven and Reginald there. Do finally shut down that Shen, and will be donating 500 gold to Reginald there for getting that kill. Very nice of him. A whole while though, Shaco did get Dragon for blue team, so really evening out the gold there. If anything, pretty much matching it. Nidalee Spears just do so much damage, and even though you see Nidalee in basically every game these days, I still do not think she's a viable mid pick, and I would not suggest it because it all comes down to if you can land spears, and if you can, I guess it's something, but spears, if you're playing a smart team, it's not a good pick, because Nidalee's too squishy. Pre-game to 6, if you have like a Maokai jungle, you're fucked, and you had no chance. That 55 extra attack damage coming out the Vayne, probably even more now, considering her ultimate is now level 2, 65 attack damage now, or excuse me, 75 attack damage now, when Taric and her both ultimate at the same time. Taric Vayne might be a lane that I'm going to have to start looking into more, but like I was saying with Nidalee, it's a good lane if you have a poke comp, I guess, but that's the only way I would suggest it. And a flash plan's going out from that Caitlyn, they're still going to go down to that ignite, most likely. But no, she actually cleanses that ignite a little bit late, but it doesn't matter because Vayne just does so much damage, and she has that speed buff. 2 kills for Vayne, and ultimate comes out from Shen to save Yo-Yo right there. Good move from Shen. And now they're going to go ahead and push this bottom turret here, and further advance their gold lead. Gold lead is now about 5k in blue team's advantage, so it is what it is. Vayne gonna go ahead and get some farm, poke a little bit, and try to head back. She's already pulling down top lane and bottom lane down here, leaving their top lane pretty much empty because they know Riven's there. So top lane's pretty much a free farm right now for blue team. Riven doesn't want to go anywhere near there. Riven does not want to get caught because she knows she most likely will immediately end. But the Shen is just way too strong right now. Looks like he's even going to go for a Trinity Force next because he's just so confident in his build right now. Normally you would see a Shen build this phage into something like just the Frozen Mallet. But because he's been doing so well in this game and he has so many kills and assists, he feels confident enough to build a Trinity Force that would be both a tank and an attack damage dealer for his team right here. Yo-Yo actually taking a lot of damage right now. Flash coming out from that unit just to get the slowdown. Dan going in, doing actually a lot of damage to that Shen right there. However, Riven has arrived, and this is where the team fight will have to end for Purple Team. They need to walk away right now. This Vayne will do too much damage. Did I say Riven has arrived? Vayne has arrived, excuse me. Look at that. Vayne was exhausted. Actually, she timed it. But she still did a lot of damage there. They're going to try to engage on this Vayne right now. Terrible flash. She did not need to flash over that tiny little wall. If anything, she needed to flash away from them right there. Shaco actually doing a lot of damage to that Caitlyn. However, Caitlyn has already netted 2 kills after she goes down. Shen finishes her off. Then he flashes the wall to finish off Reginald. However, Reginald does finish him off instead. And Nidalee going to be doing what AP Nidalee does best in team fights, nothing. Nothing but hop around and hope she doesn't die. So, if anything was detrimenting Purple Team right there and not winning that. Look how little health this Riven has, and look how confident she is against this Nidalee. And it's not just because Reginald was there. Oh, she dives in front of that spear, which would have 100% killed Reginald. She knights him, jumps on that Riven, and gets out of there at the same time while landing that Q. Doing actually a lot of damage. And now she's going to chase down Reginald and most likely kill him. Nope. Oh, that spear finish him off. No, and Reginald knows that this Tarek's heading around. He's going to try to go ahead and burst as much as he can, but it's not going to happen. That spear comes out from Nidalee, and she nets the kill. But Dan Din's going to come here, land that Q, and then finish him off quickly. Not bad plays from Purple Team at all. Not bad plays. And if we should be worried about anything for Blue Team, it's that the fact that Shaco does fall off later. Excuse me. That Shaco does fall off later. And really what he's best at later on in the game is either pretty much taking an 80 carry from full if he's very fed, which right now he's 339, so he's somewhere around the margin of fed. And or just split pushing turrets all day. And you'll see Shacos nowadays, if they're going for that split push build, they're most likely going to build static shiv early and try to do a lot of damage, even sometimes to time it, because the new time it builds into that one fancy item that surpasses me in the name right now. Look at him hop over the wall. He basically does a fourth of that Nunu's health with his Infinity Edge and his instant crit that he gets. I don't even think that was a backstab either, so he didn't get his passive off there, but he still did a lot of damage. He's kind of just hopping around the bush here, but he does not know there's a ward right there that Purple Team can see him on easily. Shen trying to come in here and get a taunt off. However, Gandin does jump in the way of that Nunu just to try to thwart anything possible. Not a lot of damage coming off from Reginald's ultimate. Reginald does have that new Iceborne Gauntlet now, sporting those blue pom-poms right there. And I guess that's not it's not a bad pick. I'll see a lot of Ezreal's building it now because it does proc on the Q, and basically it slows a whole team for a very long time. So something I wouldn't mind. However, we see Reginald about to get caught here by the Shaco. He goes in here. A good Shen ultimate will actually cover the Shaco very good. And Caitlyn actually kills the Shaco immediately. Great neutral. Looks like he's going to get a full channel off and do a lot of damage. However, once again, Vayne has arrived. This team fight is now over. Don't even worry. Vayne's way too fed. Everybody needs to get out of there immediately. Nobody blocks that shot somehow for Vayne. Shen wanted to go in and finish off that taunt and try to do as much damage as possible. However, he's not going to catch anybody. But once again, Vayne is going to try to get her speed buff here and pursue. Blue Team doing a good job of splitting up right here. They do not want them to get away, and they're forcing Purple Team away from their own base right here. And they're doing this right now. One person good. That ward is great right there because they do not want Reginald hopping away. Reginald will hop over to their blue buff side. And I did miss that Nidalee. Did land a very good spear right there, so good on her. Nidalee's still worthless, don't care what anybody says. Reginald will try to hop this wall right here. Derek almost finds him. He does. He gets off that stun, which only lasts about 1.5 seconds. Nidalee hops through that wall. Will she land one spear? She does land the spear, doing a lot of damage. Tarek is going to be a good sport and not take that, and that red buff actually finishes off Ezreal there. And the whole while, didn't even notice, but Shen was actually pushing middle throughout that whole thing, so good on him. Another Nidalee spear comes out, does a nice, I would say, fifth of damage right there. She might even switch to cat form right now and do a little bit extra damage. However, she did want to land one last spear. Good good stun coming out from Shen. Once again, Vayne has arrived. Team fight's over. You need to get out, Dan. You need to get out. Vayne can't pursue this. She has such a great speed buff right now. Will she go all the way into the turret? No, she's going to play it smart, which is what she needs to do. And I respect that she did not. Wow, that went down so fast. Shaco got dragon. I respect that she did not chase super far into base, because she knew that more people were spawned, and she knew that even though she's godlike right now, she's not that godlike. Riven's going to try to go ahead and get a flank from behind right here. Pops the ultimate a little bit late, in my opinion. Needed to pop that before she went in, because she had that second delay when it happened. Misses the stun on Vayne. Vayne having great kite ability right now. Nunu just needs to keep landing ease on her, but she actually finishes him off. And Shaco hops the wall and does some crit damage to Riven to finish her off as well. And even though that looks such like a great engage for purple team, it was not going to happen. Time out. Where did Caitlyn go? Where did Caitlyn go? No way. Where did Caitlyn go? Okay. Caitlyn's right. Ooh, a lot of damage coming out, and then you see Shaco going to poof on her. I don't know why she was there. He actually got the backstab damage as well as the instant crit, and then IE damage. Just so much damage. Dandin's going to go down to this Vayne very easily, or Nidalee, or Vayne. And they're going to go ahead and push this turret once again. Now that nobody's around, Nidalee's allowed to do this because she's not going to get punished very hard. But this unfed Reginald, oh my god, that spear landed. But that unfed Reginald even was good enough to almost full health that Nidalee. Is that Reginald unfed? Was that a good call? Oh yeah, he is. And it looks like blue team's just going to go ahead and push for the win right now. They don't have anybody else up except for Riven in the next 2 seconds. Good taunt comes out for Shen. Don't worry, Vayne's there. He'll die immediately after that. And once again, purple team is cannot do a thing right here. This is gonna be it for purple team, because Vayne's gonna go ahead and secure Ela right now. Oh, flash out the way, auto attack a few more times, and not worry about that death, because that invulnerability will save her at the end there. Ooh, baby. So that was a very fun cast. Not the way I expected it to go. I'm 0 for 2 ever since I started casting again, but what are you gonna do, folks? What are you gonna do? Sometimes the pros are a little overhyped, and solo queue can be random like that. So, once again, as always, thank you all for tuning in. I respect all of you for watching me, and I hope you guys are enjoying the cast as they come, because they're not stopping for a while, at least, folks, or maybe ever again. So, I hope you guys like this. Once again, for the lead cast, this is Beacock, and I'm signing out. Peace.
Alias, drop the bass.